Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down Exodite Episode 2, Inferno. At Games Workshop's request, we are cutting out a bit of the episode, but still showing the most important plot points and violence. I will be pausing intermittently to break down lore and observation, so if you want to watch the original, please go to Warhammer TV, and if you're in a non-service country, use a VPN. This episode is brought to you by Mastermind Models and Miniatures and Liber Demonica. Mastermind Models and Minis is an insanely talented paid studio out of Huntsville, Alabama, who do commissions. So if your pile of shame is weighing you down, be sure to check them out in the description below, and be sure to tell them that we sent you. Liber Demonica is an incredible Estonian-based third-party bits manufacturer who will absolutely take your models to the next level, so be sure to check them out as well. Without further ado, let's get into the violence. The Fire Warrior getting run over is symbolic of the Tau-Imperial relationship. The Tau investment in their individual warriors is many times more than the investment of other races, with the armor offering superior protection and the pulse pistol being a miniature plasma technology, something that only the most seasoned of Imperial warriors wield. Despite this investment, the warriors run over by an Imperial war machine, a tank that would look at home on the battlefields of the early 20th century as easily as it does on the battlefields of the 40th millennium. What the Imperium lacks in tact and technology, they make up for in sheer weight of numbers and devastating firepower. Which continues into the next scene. The Manta lands a hunter cadre onto the battlefield to repel an Imperial assault on the Tau colony. A hunter cadre is a massive combined arms force including troops, transports, heavy support, and battlesuits, approximately equivalent to a company of Space Marines or Imperial Guard in strength. The Manta isn't just a heavy transport, though, fulfilling the role of a Lord of War, capable of delivering devastating firepower to its enemies. We see just a fraction of its power as it easily dispatches a Lehman Russ battle tank with its heavy rail cannon and brings down a mountain on Imperial troops using its ion cannons. The Manta can also act as a forward communications hub, directing forces on the ground as it provides blistering firepower. Unfortunately for the Tau, the Imperium has an answer in a Warlord Battle Titan. A walking building bristling with weapons, the Warlord Titan is the third largest Imperial war machine in service. It only takes one fusillade of laser blasters to bring down the Manta, demonstrating the insane power of the Titan legions. A massive blast from another ion cannon brings down the void shields of the Titan, and for a brief moment it seems that the crisis suits may have a response to the Imperial onslaught. Their missiles strike home as it seems the Titan is too specialized for anti-vehicle warfare and doesn't have enough point defense weapons to kill all the crisis suits. However, the battle suits are swatted away like gnats by a second Titan, this time armed with Apocalypse launchers, massive missile pods that make quick work of the counterattack. I can only imagine the sinking feeling of the Tau element as they watch some of their most powerful machines be cast aside by the brutality of the Imperium of Man. Jerome articulates this, first asking to go into stealth mode to avoid detection or to complete an air advance to get away from the slaughter. He is rebuffed by Shastre Lacoma, told that fire should only burn when it needs to, and they shouldn't risk losing the power or being struck from the air in a crossfire. The stealth suit team finds that they are too late for the first beacon and must jump to the next in order to try to ambush their prey.
Humans die easily to the killing blow.
Secure the site. It will be here soon.
The beacon is inert.
Stealth fields, now! Incapacitate only. We take it alive.
Their fire has gone out.
But it burned brightly. We shall carry their embers to the end. And we will return for your ashes. All is for the greater good.
For the greater good. It could have killed us all.
It came for the beacon. We were just in its way. Next time, we shall be the hunters.
Only the central hub remains inactive. We will corner him there, Shastre.
Systems ready. On your word, Shastre.
Now!
The Imperial Guard at the next beacon are Death Corps of Krieg, some of the most fanatical warriors in the Imperium. The reason they are dead checking the Tau are twofold. One, you don't want a wounded enemy to shoot you in the back, and two, the Imperium is xenocidal, meaning they do not suffer xenos or aliens to live, and will kill any alien unless there's a good reason not to. The Tau stealth team uses Monka, one of the two of the Tau's battle doctrines. The Monka, also known as the Killing Blow, is planning a perfect ambush, using all of the unit's devastating weaponry to hit priority targets to shock and overwhelm their opponents. If successful, the Tau will clean up the remaining force in the chaos, and if unsuccessful, they will withdraw for another attack. The stealth suit attack is so overwhelming the guardsmen only get a few shots off before being brought down by pulse burst cannons or the fusion blaster, a microwave shotgun similar to the Imperial Melta weapons. This attack style is juxtaposed against the Kion or Patient Hunter doctrine, in which Tau forces use a lure to draw on their opponent into overlapping fields of fire meant to disintegrate enemy forces before they even have a chance to attack. It was likely that Tau forces would have set up a Kion ambush, but the Exodite did not give them enough time. Easily dispatching a fire warrior with a ranger long rifle, the Eldar closes the gap, makes the Tau look foolish, maims and kills several members before disappearing in the flash of the activated beacon. The stealth suit team must withdraw and attempt to ambush the Exodite at the defensive network convergence as they are chased off by the Death Corps of Krieg Death Riders. Now, this has been a depressing showing for the Tau, where the foremost weapons are being batted aside and their enemies are faster and stronger at every turn. It is only the greater good that keeps them driving forward, which may not be enough against the forces they face. Just revisiting the Death Corps as an example, these are fanatical, vat-grown teenage warriors raised since birth to redeem their planet Krieg. Their homeworld is an irradiated wasteland because rather than concede the planet to traitor forces, their forebears burned the planet to ash with nuclear weapons. They made it their personal mission to hunt the traitors in the wastes of their homeworld and created the Death Corps Riders to ride genetically altered, fearless mounts capable of charging into a hail of fire, shake off grievous wounds, and who are more akin to a bear than a horse. The Krieg volunteer their sons and daughters to the Imperial Man in an endless tide of soldiers to pay for the sins of their planet. So it's actually little surprise that a Kriegsman, knowing that he would likely die, chose to rise up and beat a Tau Fire warrior to death before eating a fusion blast. That's just how fanatical and vicious the forces of the 40th millennium are, which brings us to the end for now. Games Workshop has politely, if forcefully, requested that we do not use the entirety of episodes in our reviews and breakdowns. I view it as my job to cut out a healthy chunk of the content so you have an incentive to go check out the original, but to leave enough meat and bones of the episode, particularly the gritty and satisfying violence, and fill the gaps with informative and compelling lore. I genuinely do love creating this content, and it forces me to expand my knowledge of the universe and not just rely on my passion. So if you like my breakdowns, like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you can see whenever new content drops, comment down below, and feel free to fight it out in the comment section over lore and narrative interpretations. If you can't think of anything to say, type in comment for the comment gods. I will salute you in real life with an Aquila, but I will reply with an 07 in the comments section, saluting you for your service. Become a YouTube or Patreon member to help support the channel, or check out our sponsors. I appreciate you. I'll catch you in the next one. Until the end. Special thanks to Vincent Louis, Dr. Pinkpill, John C., Christoph, Blue, Ramiro Gallegos, Nick Chadavana, Matthew Jones Carter, Kevin Rabb, Weeb J666, Abigail Shane, Leo, That Rye Guy, Deidre Barlow, Lesser, Garbage, Colbius, Christian Stafford, Fearmonger, Ellis Hayward, Driz, Medicine, Miles, Keo Deo Betas, Thomas Jones, Thomas Concepts, Column, Pull Up a Couch, Orca, Chris Alberti, Joseph Moran, Yahweh, Ethrol, Chad Griffith, Chris Williams, Pig Jolt, Runon, Troubadour Happenstansky, CCS Supporter 96, Clinton Miller, Satya Avatara, Omni, Christian Valeris, Moon, Timothy Danford, Gassine, Tom Kai, Captain Entertainment, Ruben, and Sean Robertson.